What else interesting? There's no electricity in my apartment. Sleeping to that penalty for everyone. That steals my money, gets me from the receive money. Interpol, the Justice Department, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, NATO, International Criminal Court, and even though the International Criminal Court says I'm seeking the death penalty for my homies, so it's just something I can use that when you're getting away. Anyways, I guess of my own pictures editing, and it's like photographer. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I took that picture last night, maybe. Awesome. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Yeah. It's May 3rd, 2025. You can decapitate everyone that's close. They can't separate it from you. I want that Tiffany person to kill herself based on trying to pray. Okay, so if you have children, right? You're not even a good mother. You're really asquerosa. Esa tipo una puerca, una asquerosa. For you can decapitate your sons that rape me, that's still my money. And get it in the way we receive money, they make the worst introductions always trying to terrorize me. So that I kill myself in retaliation for not ever having had sex with them. They're stupid, they steal from me, they're disgusting. On Facebook last night, making fun of them. Yeah, for real, you can't control how stupid his kids are. For real. For real. What else? I cook brownies a day, Giglani. What else? What else? What else? I'm motivated. Okay. These leeches kill for penis, for vagina, for shopping trip. They're disgusting. They're disgusting. So gross. No basura quiero sila. You can decapitate whoever that leech and it's one I hit on Portugal. Do you not know? Taxing it is the addition that word. And when it rains, it will just to watch Papa like I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I pay extra just to get that channel. I shall watch it. What else? It's on cable sometimes. What else? We don't have us all the time. Is everyone purple? My delivery of Kehlani, I'm motivated. A home for myself and Jaden in Utah. And I'm a motivated fool. Me at the Glazers Museum with Jaden and Kehlani. These people are stupid. They're retarded. They think that people are gonna comment on my post like outsiders. This is just a niche que se lo mamá y por eso me quiere matar porque they get jealous of me because I'm a woman and they aren't. And he's who he goes after, but that's not what he wants. So they're possibly aesthetically pleasing to him and not compatible with what people say. So he's just disgusting. I don't ever want him near me. So, anyways, I was laughing at these leeches yesterday. Sometimes I need to Or a finger for Jada and Kehlani. What else are my so tired? Bowflex, I miss my Bowflex wigs. They're stupid. They're stupid. I had already posted about me and my children at Disney and I didn't complain. So no complaint is good. No caption is good. It's like there wasn't anything memorable to talk about. It was just Disney. And I had the adorable pineapple thing that everyone I assume for the most are the ones who have it. So I didn't think like it was necessary. When I plus we're gonna create the real what else? 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 They're stupid. They're stupid. They think that I won't call them stupid because I care about farmers law. They're leeches. They're sex addicts. They're so gross. And also not like I'm so I don't think want me to lower my standards and behave like a rape victim. This is it. She's not dumb because she's a rape victim. She's dumb because she wants to work what she doesn't shop for. If she complaining that she can't read these books and she doesn't want me to be at the library, but she could be reading these books right now here. And people say that you're like doing something right now that you thought was productive for you. They're stupid. They're stupid. Una basura, una asquerosidad, son una basura. Matan por pena y vagina. Ew, trying to rape me most likely. They identify her as a lesbian. Who is it? They're stupid. They're stupid. They're stupid. They're stupid. Yes, I think other than school, I'd rather kill her to self-defense than me like her. She's stupid. She's stupid. You can decapitate Tiffany or whatever. Okay, then I go. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? So much. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? He's possibly raped at least one of them. So they're hoping la Lich wants me to feature them like that. Con el traje que me robó, en mi casa que me robó, con mi vehículo que me robó. They're stupid. I didn't watch the whole video. Anyways, I had like these four BMWs when I was 1990. And they were all stolen from me. You can take copy to me when that is when it's already going to sell my money and get the way of receiving money to go on giving my person. Just wants to tell me that if I graduate from getting raped by the leech, then he introduced me to the beautiful woman that he has. I can get a woman on my own. I don't need him in my life. They're stupid. They're stupid. They're stupid. I think they're alone. I live with like someone. There's only all that the takes all from China. There's educational system now to the teacher quality. like it didn't before. It talks about the United Nations. This list, era un perro vagabundo, whatever, que como su mamá trabajaba, ellos iban a la escuela y ellos lo que van a joder la vida es to do drugs, to get people to traffic into drug addiction and poverty and sexual addiction instead of just taking the time of the day, enjoying it and having whatever orgies you wanted to have after school with people. They're stupid, they're sex addicts. Yeah. If anything, it's a pizza. Does someone of them work in the airport? What else? What else? What else? Trip, like, what else? What else? What else? What else? I don't know. I don't make trip. I stay to myself and I'm not shop like either. Not much. Uh, Picture there. Nike, which is a Comanche Park. Where's the eat right after? Thank you, hiking. They're stupid. They're stupid. They're stupid. They want to literally give a compliment to Alicia because no mama has to like and you're like, no, I'm not. They're stupid. Ew, ew, ew.
Hey, you're good. Somewhere else. I think I got something.
Oh, there's a lot. I'm motivated.
A speaker. Like you're still there. I mean, your room about like speaker. No, when you get time, just come by. And then,
They're girls. They're stupid. They're stupid. Ew. Ew. Just think, but it had already. What? Walk into this store. Already. Hi.
hello, hello.
There's
There's something wrong with y'all's phone. Anyway, uh, it sounds funny. I just called to tell you that I love you. All right. You in the hospital. Which one? All right. I love you. As soon as I get a chance, I'll be over. Love you.
Every Puerto Rican girl been told that is told that if Portugal would have a queen, it can be you. It's motivational. What else? KK. What's your show? People get upset. They're like moving around. Someone kill her. Then Tiffany will get mad and won't suck my dick. Don't. And do they rape people on Facebook? They're like, do you know that I have to of dropping off my kid at school and then trying to stop and then to the Target? What else? What else? What else? Go drop the Perkins. Maybe one Target that I haven't been up in traffic where I didn't go off. Just one Target possibly. And they want to make her behind the scenes the authority of if I'm a good person or not. They're stupid, they're sex addicts, they're porn addicts, so disgusting. That's why I don't talk to them. They want to make a leech the authority of if I'm a good person or not. They're stupid, they're terrorists, they're very dangerous. That's just a leech. They happen to be rape supposedly, but that's just a leech. Anyways, Amazon. Oof. What else do I want? Fridays are getting calendar school. My Nordstrom Rack trips. Amazon.com for a while. Had a V Mac in every corner. Like, which one will I order? They screamed. And they think that they're married to each other. They do that for the purposes of not being accused by the general public as rapists. They're disgusting. Los discos, eso en YouTube. Finding them at an Asian. Y la peste que tienen. I freeze. And I'm unmotivated. Oh, for a while I didn't see Chuka in HEB. So I was like looking for it at Walmart. The HEB over on Lucido doesn't have good, does it? Or is it? There's one that doesn't have the golden olives. What? What else? What else? What else? What else? Como que I'm lazy, unmotivated. ¿Qué es eso? Entonces él behind the scenes quiere violarme con ese statement. Enseñar a Tiffany que you are unmotivated. Show her your titties. Yes. Who has a lovable audience? What else? Okay, so I'm unmotivated. What do I do when I get so Kiki? When did Pop show open? They're like, quick, quick, open this, close this, y que ella no le habla a ninguno de ellos acerca de esa película. Para que se den cuenta de que they don't mean anything in her life. While they're like all day craving that pussy about dick gets her. Sometimes my family origin gets in the way of opening the store closing for bigger purposes. It's like cuántas veces ya yo he ido a Pop Shelf and I haven't talked to any of them about you. Who lobby on Facebook? My parents had me ask people in Aguada, Puerto Rico, literally a lot of people, what makes you a CEO? To create tolerance for social media. Some people immediately got the job that they wanted. Some people quit the guy that was raping them. They had very low self-esteem. Dedication. KK, what he's done is he has a connection for every reach, for everything that I've posted. He's like, oh, here's Tiffany, mamándoselo en general. Y aquí está Jenny Gendalidis jodiendo la vida en United Nations. That counts, right? Y aquí está mi madre con un traje Ten Baker. That counts, right? Yo no lo estoy tratando de matar a él, ni a su madre, ni a su padre. Es un minorito asqueroso que me followed decades ago, finding out about my heritage, my potential, and then metiéndose él como que, I can do it. Imagine being at school and the teacher going by alphabetical order. I say, okay, now Arnie, it's your turn to answer a question. And him being sitting behind me, being like, I can answer. I can answer. of people that can answer questions. It's not your turn to answer a question. It's not your question to answer to. They're stupid. Ya eso se lo ha aplicado for decades. Ojalá. None of them. They're all guilty of staying in my homes without work permission. None of them say to me publicly on Facebook, but what about your house here? Get your key. They're leeches or worse than police. They live in my personal homes without my permission. They're thieves, they're rapists, they're murderers. They're stupid. They think that I'm gonna kill myself over a leech commenting on my life when that's totally irrelevant and not true. What she said, and I can back it up. I can back it up for myself. So that's why I'm like, go away, go away. I don't educate people from the perspective of human rights exist because that's a common sense thing. And he creates a porno in his head of them. I'm the teacher, professor, putting them into shape. I've heard. So I'm like very much, what is it, weary of what I say to people because I've been conditioned already to be cautious because while I speak publicly or privately, he's always finding out just to create a porno in his head. It's disgusting. I don't want that in me ever. What else? 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 So what they're gonna do today is like Tiffany can get home so that you're happy and you continue something like that. Get a una casa, get que te lleve a Chili's. They don't know how to give. They're terrible at gift giving. They're stupid. They're stupid. Embarrassing. What else did I post yesterday? I'm bored. You can look out with me how many sources of songs that are reading this doing money and getting low mercy. They're stupid. You can look out with la Tiffany on this side. I don't know what else. Anyways, when I got an answer, this was 12 hours ago. What else? 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 They're stupid. They're stupid. They're like, guys. Yo con toda mi baby que los hombres que tienen 20 años. Every telenovela that he watches, he rapes people. So gross. What else? Forget that we have evidence that they can send over to them. Yeah. Our Lord. Oh, that's okay. So it's like also this they're stupid. They moved this leech into my home without my permission. They steal my vehicles. They steal my money. They steal my brand new underwear. And then they attack one. So that one kills himself before one exposes them. Everyone knows that they're a leech. Just because people let her enter a military base doesn't mean that she's not a terrorist. They have a right to rehabilitation any at any moment of the day. So until they're killed by a court of justice, for example, in the United States, they're allowed inside a mall. They're allowed inside of a yacht club just because they're being let in. Just because they're being let in doesn't mean that they're praising their dumb behavior. It's like people just think that they're gonna rehabilitate themselves. No, get worse. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm heading over to Jason. Second one. Food and all the others on the He must of course like to have friends so I don't look like a loner. I don't need friends. I'm my very own best friend. I'm not taking any money that I have to provide for besides myself. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Lord. Right about there. What else did I eat? My dad warned me that he's gonna eventually he's gonna have to kill himself or get killed by the hornets. It doesn't mean take it. I slept by the door. Did you notice if you watched me live? I woke up this morning like, I watched it. What else? What else? You can look her with the blue and it's not so celebrating. It's now I need to go. It's May 3rd. What else? So, I'm purposely avoiding her many text messages my siblings send to dating complaining all my siblings tell me money so I start for them to look at me. Oh, my siblings know how to count and wow. Is that what they want to be celebrated on? They're stupid. Never master anything beyond comparison. And it's so unhealthy. They're stupid. You can decapitate Gilbert Lorenzo Acevedo. You can decapitate Marilyn Lorenzo Acevedo. You can decapitate Evelyn Lorenzo Acevedo. Then they acquire groupies. Oh, yeah. They acquire groupies, girls. Que porque se maman la tota y el pene juntos. Y juntan. Dan un asco, gente. Dan un asco. Son asquerosidad de gente. Dan un asco. Mira, mira, mira. Like, que le roba el dinero a una and then wants to say that she's a better woman than one because one kid's crazy. When down. Eso no tiene amor propio, eso es un asco. Y yo que decapité de Jesús, eso es una basura. Dan un asco, gente. They think that one is going to remove oneself from the dating game over one's kids' grades. Not meeting their expectations and mine. They're stupid. Those people that I grew up around were stupid. So she got in the way of me saving money so that Jane and Kelani can compete for the colleges that her kids attend. Any dumb shit that they watch in the telenovela they recreate, even if it means going to jail. He knows I hate this time. People say that he profiled or studied her. Brought her into my home as the stupid leech that she is. Well, he told her it's her home. You can't be there. And she's like, nah, whatever. So I seek the death penalty for at least one of them leeches porque hay tantas. Hay tantas. What else? Qué matrimonio. Susie got over me very quickly. Like, how could I? What? you can decapitate Evelyn de Jesus. This calls for today. You can allow me to be separated from me. You can decapitate Evelyn de Jesus. That steals from me, gets in the way of receiving money, steals my vehicles, and gets in the way of receiving money, steals my money for ruining my health. I had amnesia. She's a terrorist. He was at MacDill Air Force Base. He paid them to be there so that they would terrorize me because I refused to have sex with them. They study the patterns of people that have amnesia or don't give a fuck. So he went on to introduce to me leeches, at least a dozen of them or more. Hoping that when I see them, I'll be like, "Ah, me acordé de Fernandito, lo voy a llamar." I remember their existence when I saw them last year at Corazon de Center, Travis Park, and Travis Park Church Central Library. I saw them recently at Central Library. No, the spider se cree que yo soy very facilita, que no tuve cuerno, que como las liches. Y cuando ven a alguien, dicen le tengo que quitar el marido hoy. Así son, they're disgusting. Disgusting. Eso lloró con una asquerosidad de como si ella era la esposa, yo también iba a tener casa con ellos. And they're so stupid, they're possibly attracted to her. And they steal my money and try to kill me so that she doesn't feel offended. They're stupid, they're unworthy of living. You can decapitate you with money, this and you can decapitate me. I mean, so it's that reason to send my money and get in the way of your money. They haven't mastered manners yet. Yes. You can decapitate your children. They used to take those leeches. Was that Evelyn de Jesus? He threatened that just for me fall in love with Richie, that he would have a car run over Richie. They're stupid. And then those leeches would be like, pero como que ya está esperando a que Richie crezca para tener relaciones sexuales con él si él me mamó las tetas a mí ayer. They're very invasive. She did a whole thing of like, please stay here with me for an hour at least, so I can get over you. I thought you were only like a short thing. With the way that he described you. So I'm like, okay, so what do you want to talk about? My hobbies. We were at a family party and he interrupted me with that. And I'm like, well, I'm an artist. I'm like, you're not trying to get to make me turn off. They're disgusting. They're disgusting. Una basura. Quiero see them. Yeah, yeah. That counts as a conversation with me. You can decapitate Evelyn de Jesus. They're stupid. Those leeches are dumb. They're stupid. I don't tolerate abuse or saying I can on myself. So if anything, this is a PSA. Serafín Lorenzo said that whoever stops stealing from he warns several people taking to them. You can decapita you generally sono sociale come lo dice anche lui. She went on to move into my home so I can be with my man. She steals my vehicle so I can be with my man. She gets in the way of nursing home so I can be with my man. She steals my money so I can be with my man. You can decapitate how many sons that rape me to steal my money and get in the way of nursing home. They're disgusting. You can decapitate and that is in the society can also not see that. She's trying to rape me, Jamie can embarrassing. Yeah. This is a Cynthia Hoppenheim. I'm like, this is a relative of my dad's. And one assumes that they want to rehabilitate themselves at any time. So if I were at a family party, I would be like, no, there's so much chicken. You can't find all the chicken. Thank you. And you say, oh, what am I saying? Well, I've been around times. Sort of like, and people are like, no, no, eso no es semen, eso es una campurria. Te va a dañar el aunque lo mastiquen bien. In 1 liter, giving them water. Wow. I guess this is a Sora, like it's practical manners. Totally opposite ends of the spectrum. Like food is for enjoyment or pleasure. Waters for hydration to wash them. Food y la otra estaba ew. So people would be like, so she's not, she's here, but she's not really. I get what you just did there. What else? Kidding me? No, no, look at that. In the house. I'm like, now that you say like that, no, fool. I didn't know that that's what she's doing. I'm just here like eating and talking like the food is good and they have like a no another thing going on in their head. It's so gross. What else? What else? What? Pero the people like it's so good to see that they can turn you porque tú te quedas ingenuo literalmente not knowing what it is and choking themselves with food. What nosotros, oiga, ella hay que explicar eso, si no se lo explican, entonces yo no entiendo. What else? What else? You can make a Sara, then Serafin Lorenzo said to her, stop speaking from her name or we're going to be exploding. this video on social media. She said, I would just leave my hair straight so that people don't recognize me. They're stupid. You know, they try to take me from these songs that make me stealing when you get home or something. I'm bored. What else? 0 people are watching. What else like this post? How much money do I have? Let's see. You can decapitate everyone that gets in the way of your saving money. You can decapitate everyone that steals my money. You can decapitate everyone that gets in the way of your saving money. You can decapitate everyone that steals my vehicles. You can decapitate everyone that stays in my homes without my permission. It's May 3rd, 2025. I've tagged the FBI in this post. Interpol, the Justice Department, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, NATO, International Criminal Court, and the Marines in the United States. I'm seeking a live killing of the people that steal from me. The people who have caused my starvation for more than 30 years. The people that are trying to rape me. People that rape me. I'm aiming for like thousands of people to be killed because like these people en la tía gets in the way of one receiving money, la hermana se queda en la casa de una without one's permission, el primo le roba una, they're disgusting, they're very unorganized, it's kind of stupid. People say that maybe with this public shaming, they'll still have to at least being quiet about their criminal activities and not being so obvious about it. That's not a next best step. So the FBI will still gauge if it's best to just kill them in self-defense for me because they still do exhibit patterns of behavior of criminal activity. Becoming a motivator on Instagram is in rehabilitation. If she steals my money still. It stays in my homes without my permission, steals my vehicles, and gets in the way of your statement. She's just trying to fake being a good person. You can decapitate and identify the sus parents. You can say they don't use what is on what else? So the way that because he has no motivation in life and so he's like, well, I'm gonna have babies with some leeches and turn them into eternity. So they have more kind of like achievement, right? Quantum and the one for the lifelongest empowerment. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm. What else? Because I'm lucky, the person walks into the hospital and then the doctors kept themselves out. Just what else to HEB later. What else? What is this? And what's happening? Posted on Facebook. They want to try to make me feel guilty for not happening. These are the people that killed millions of people, not me. They're trying to rape me. Even the baby daddy gets so attached to the vagina. I've heard. That causes my starvation, so I have to beg him for money with him getting off sexually. It's so gross. Ew, they're disgusting. They're stupid. What else? What else? What else? I can't disrespect my mother by letting my roommate, my baby mama, help be happy. Unless she's sucking my dick. I don't know. I met him when I was 8. I was so wrong. And I said, "Oh, you," and I said, and he said, "Yes." And then he recommitted around 14. When have I ever said, "Oh my god, he's the most amazing"? He's just baby daddy material to me. Excellent to shop with, excellent to dine with. What else? 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 More. More. You can the captain Jessica, whatever last name is. If as an adult stays in my home, so that my conversion skills might be because gets in the way of your statement. He told me decades ago that even though I'll say that birth rates have been lowered due to me making awareness of what love is truly, that there's still be a leash out there getting left and rape her and get her pregnant. They're disgusting. They're disgusting. I could be like a baby that she wants, the same that she wants. I wasn't there when I was pretending I had no child. I know. Is this baby that he raped me? They're stupid. They're stupid. This was an illegal child prostitute in my home decades ago. Decades ago. They're stupid. What else? What else? What else? What else? Um, yeah, maybe it was an excellent father. At least in my presence. What else? What else? What else? That's all that I worry about my own children. What else? I really need to go on to find out who is in the right baby or who is. When I know she does have information was involuntary. What else? 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 Um, yeah, mine's 20 hours. He's unleashed. So he traffics people, leeches to work at Nordstrom, and they want to kill me, some of them, just because he's not a man. They knew that if I didn't have money, that I would go on and they study the patterns of people that have amnesia and children. And their husbands joined the military because I had married again. What else? What else? What else? What else? So they asked me where would I work if I ever did have money. I'm like, what are you talking about? How could I not have money? So I said Nordstrom job and they just traffic leeches there. They're so disgusting to me to make me hoping. But what he's trying to achieve is that I completely lose my mental ability for him to rape me, or that I just would get so persuaded like I'm a lesbian coworker or something like that who isn't a lesbian. And then he would be like, baby, bring her home to me. Like some people get remember from their coworkers, they're like, when I was sex with me and my boyfriend. And then that leads to the boyfriend. Oh, girls. I'm very careful and I'm not attracted to any of them either. They're stupid. They're stupid. They want to put me in a wheelchair, literally. So that my siblings bathe me. And to try to give people opportunity to rape me. They're stupid. They're very dangerous. They're terrorists. They're basura. They're gross. They've been mocking polyamory for decades. They've killed millions of people in their stupidity. They're stupid. Literalmente bien facilito le dan pena a cualquiera. And that just causes death. Has no moral standards or mercy. Oh my, I'm heading over to HEB and then was on my way video. How much I home? What else? 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 And Lord, well, I can't believe that they went through with the state crime towards me. Because they just show up for Syria. That dick isn't even that interesting. Estos son menoritas asquerosas should be dead, so they get attached to that dick as if it's doing a favor. That's why they're loyal to it. And they kill for it. They're stupid, they're so unworthy. You can probably think of this one in 2017, 2018, 2019, 2027, and 2022. Bill doesn't understand what I want to stand and trying to move into my apartment with me. Wanted to get to have a baby with me. Ew, 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 ew. Tipo un cuero asqueroso. Que se deja que se lo metan por el culo haciéndose pasar por mí. Dicen ellos mismos. So. Because I wasn't telling you about else in my artwork and telling you about it. I'm like, dude, I'm not doing this for you. Ew. They're disgusting. They want to trap one into marriage so that one is miserable. What else? What else? I have what? 90. So, Legendary le está dando abajo literalmente a eso. Todo el tiempo de this Richie Hill, a Gabe Jones. Like, yes, baby, make her name miserable, make her marry someone that she'll be miserable with so I can get someone good. They're stupid. They're stupid. They're gross. They have zero person. And they competition. So it's sort of very embarrassing. So eso lo vamos a ver quién consigue my vagina picture first. They're disgusting. What else? What else? What else? You can decapitate how many sons the sons are right in your family. You're gonna never say money. You can decapitate your chicken. You can decapitate how many sons the sons are right in your family. You're gonna never say money. You can decapitate your chicken that right now. What else? 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 He thinks he's my pimp, so he literally puts someone unpleasant in front of me all the time, trying to gauge if I become attracted at least to it. So he's put me in front of those douches, so gross. Twice already, and I still find them unattractive and gross. Stupid is what they are. Yeah, they're embarrassing. So gross. He thinks he's my pimp. He's not soda. He extorts money from people. He caused my mother's death, but he can only comprar un regalo. And they were possibly Jewish that gave money to their parents when they wed for like everything that they needed. They don't have any obligation to give gifts. If one is invited to a birthday party, they bring gifts. Anyways, I was at my popular bakery yesterday. Anyways, I'm heading over to the stuff.